became our first general manager and leader of our operation.
And Santa Barbara is wonderful caring for the homeless. I read where there were 80,000 homeless in LA alone.
Yeah.
But we take care of our own, so continue, Marty.
If we can go back to the last slide for just a second. This is a picture of Doug. Doug, unfortunately, came down with pancreatic cancer.
Oh.
And so this is him speaking at a program that I produced, An Evening with Doug. And unfortunately, you can see the beret, and he was under chemotherapy. But Doug spoke at this event at Live Oak Unitarian. And then if we go to the next slide, we can see Doug with the people that he was dialoguing with. And so Doug spoke for the first hour, and then the second hour he went into a panel. And I'm on the left. Roy Duncan, who was the MC, is next. Imam Yama, and then Rabbi Cohen. And so this was a wonderful interfaith event. And Doug was a major interfaither in this community.
What is Rabbi Cohen's first name? Do you know?
Steve Cohen.
Steve, okay. I knew a Stuart Cohen who became a rabbi. Okay.
So then, at about 2, maybe 3 years, as Doug was passing away, Ken Ralph had come on and become involved with our downtown, bringing us into the downtown out of Isla Vista and Goleta. And as soon as Doug got diagnosed with his pancreatic cancer, he recognized that Ken would be the perfect successor. In fact, the plan always was for Ken to become that in due course, but it became sooner than arrived. Uh-huh. And Doug then, while in the hospital, turned to Ken and said, "Ken, we recognize how special you are." And Ken had already introduced himself to us in his vision of what might happen. And so he was the natural person to move us into the next stage of Showers of Blessing as Doug passed and the torch was passed. And we at Showers of Blessing have been extraordinarily fortunate to have 2 incredible leaders, both of them yes. working virtually all the time and as volunteers. So that really takes us to the point in time when Ken comes into the picture. And maybe you might pick it up from there, and then we'll take us through the additional slides.
Sure. Thanks, Marty. The next slide, actually, is when I came to visit the shower trailer with Julia Hamilton, Reverend Julia Hamilton, who is my minister at the Unitarian Society, where I've been a member for 20 years. Oh. And quite honestly, it was the Unitarians that eventually got their message into my head that I needed to start doing good works out in the community.
Is it the Unitarians that had that big parking lot where the homeless can park?
No.
No, I thought that was a Unitarian church.
The Unitarians have hardly any parking whatsoever.
Oh, okay.
They're on the corner of Arriaga and Santa Barbara Street.
Okay.
Been there forever. But anyway, it was after being involved with the Unitarian Society for 20 years or actually about 15 years, that I decided that I needed to start making a difference in the community, and volunteered with Casa Esperanza as a front desk volunteer. Mm-hmm. And I actually did that for 5 years, and that's where my affinity or real appreciation for people experiencing homelessness began to grow. I saw people in this situation as some pretty amazing souls. People who had a lot to offer, and just because they were in this circumstance, they couldn't, and they can't. And so when I heard about this shower project, the shower trailer, I went up there with Julia Hamilton. We checked it out, and I said, "This is for me. I love it. It's simple, it's elegant, and it serves a need that is so immediate for people experiencing homelessness." And before I go any further, I just want to say, a lot of people probably don't know what this is.
Showers of blessing.
Showers of blessing. And it's a simple idea, and maybe we can go to the next slide, and even the one after. We have a shower trailer. It has 2 bathrooms in it. Full bathrooms with a toilet and a shower and a sink. And we drive that trailer, pull it with a truck, hook up to water, and we